Welcome back, guys. Hope you're all doing well this evening. And welcome back to my channel. Subscribe if you're new, smash the likes up and share the content. We're going to do an Everton preview and start our next one straight after this intro. Welcome back, guys. Hope you're all doing well this evening. Like I say, we're doing Arsenal v Everton preview and start our next one. Let me know in the comments how you doing, how you feeling about the game, and your start next ones and score predictions. Are you confident? Do you think it's going to be another L for Mikel Arteta? And if he gets it wrong, do you think we should sack him, or what are you saying? How long would you give him? Like I say, smash the likes up, guys. If you are new to the channel, so yeah, obviously we've been pretty shit at the moment. I don't think that a draw against Southampton at home is really something to fucking cheer about, although some supporters seem to think it is. And we've got a tough game coming up. Everton are no mugs, and under Ancelotti, a manager we should have got, they're flying. And it's funny, isn't it, how you get a proper manager in, and there's no process for Everton, is there? Straight away they put in players who can challenge or at least get up to the top four. I mean, he's put Allen in there, he's put Decore in, again, a player that we should have got for 25 million. James Rodriguez, he's now got Calvert-Lewin firing, and they've got a strong defence. And yeah, I don't even know how we're going to get a point out of this game, I'll be real. And I tell you what, if Bellerin starts, I'll be absolutely fucking fuming. He better not start, because he's completed his one-match suspension against Southampton now. He'd better not fucking start. That's all I can say. Josh, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Hi, mate. How are you? I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. How are you? I'm a bit nervous about this game. I think people think, oh, now we've done one draw, all of a sudden we're going to start winning, and I don't think that's going to be the case, mate. I'll be honest with you. I think Everton are going to tear us apart, and then we've got to go to Man City for a cut game, and I think they'll tear us apart. And then we've got Chelsea at home, and I think they'll tear us apart. And then, the ice on the cake at the end of the year will be Brighton. I think that's an away game. I'm not sure. But I think, people have got to wake up a bit at the moment, because I tell you what, Brighton will fucking smash us. They've got some good players that would easily walk into our team. Buscema in midfield. Tariq Lamptey, the ex-Chelsea right back, would walk into our right back position. And even Lewis Dunk, I'd take him and put him next to Gabriel at the moment. So, yeah. Again, smash the likes up, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know how you feel, your predictions about the game and how you feel about it. Massive game tomorrow, must win. Totally agree, Kangaroo. Hope you're well, mate. Only issue I've got with this must win stuff is that if he doesn't get sacked, then it's not must win, is it? We've been saying must win against Southampton. We didn't win. We said must win against Burnley. We didn't win. So if it's a must win game, we don't win, and the manager doesn't get sacked, well, it's not a must win game, is it? I completely agree with you, though, mate. It kind of is a must-win game, but let's be real, nothing's going to happen. I mean, after Eddie, what he said the other day, that Arteta's doing a great job, and we're getting preparing for a great future, a beautiful future of Mikel. It's like, well, that kind of says to me that he's not getting sacked no matter what he does. But we will see. Maybe it's in a relegation zone he'll get sacked. We'll see. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. I hope you're well. Jan, hope you're well, mate. Big up yourself. Score prediction. It depends, mate. If he obviously Xhaka can't play. I'm just praying to God he doesn't put Bellerin back in at right back, because if he does, we're fucked. I think they'll fucking rip us apart, I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Everton. And up till now, I've been positive. And even when I thought we'd lose, I've said we'll win. And that hasn't happened. That has not happened. So I'm going to say what I think now, which is I think we'll lose. And I just like to say, it's no coincidence, though, is it really, that we play Southampton, who are actually in the top four. we didn't play Xhaka and Bellerin because they're suspended, and we at least got a draw. Well, that fucking tells you something, doesn't it? I don't understand why Arteta and these other managers keep playing them two. They're fucking dog shit. What's your ideal lineup, mate? Well, this is what I'm going to get up to now. So my starting lineup is this as follows. Oh, big up to new followers, by the way. I haven't even put this on yet. 221 subscribers now. I think I've gained another 8 overnight. And big up to you guys. Thanks for sharing the content around. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Keep sharing the content around, guys. I'm going to try and build this channel as much as I can and bring some great content and transfer news. We've even got 2 pieces of transfer news to bring you at the end of this this stream, actually, of players we're looking at, a couple of young players. One who's actually definitely coming in January. So in terms of starting lineup, I'm going to go for this. Well, the goalkeeper kind of picks himself, let's be real. Bernd Leno. Why Arteta decided to get rid of Martinez when he's clearly our best goalkeeper, I don't know. I can't believe that we desperately needed 17 million that badly. But Leno picks himself unless he gets injured, unless Runarsson gets a run of games and proves that he's the next Martinez, which I can't see happening, to be honest with you. Right back, I would like to see Ainsley Maitland-Niles, as I've always said, get a good run at right back. However, I'm going to play him in centre midfield. I'm going to play Cedric Suarez. A bit of a strange decision against Southampton when we were 1-1 at home with 15 minutes left, and he puts a right back on in Cedric Suarez when he could have had Lacazette or Willian on. Now, I know Lacazette and Willian have been crap, but when you're in need of a goal, it surely makes more sense to put a striker on. However, this guy has got a brilliant cross on him from the right-hand side of the field, something we've been lacking. Saka and Tierney are great crossing the ball on the left, but at the moment we've got no threat from the right. And every time Bellerin goes forward, he just leaves us massively exposed. So I want to see this guy start at right back. I mean, he was his first signing back in January. We brought him in, got injured, fine. But these players that come in that have been here a year now and they've been injured, it's about time they started getting in the team and showing what they're here for, because otherwise they're just collecting wages for fucking nothing. Someone said to me the other day that, Pablo Mari, you can't throw him in. He's only had 2 warm-up games. Well, how many warm-up games does he need? He's been here a year. He's been injured for a year. He's had 2 warm-up games in Europa League. Come through them both. Well, how long does he need? I mean, he's not even on the bench against Southampton. I find that strange. How we're going with some of these players who are over 30, their contracts run now, and he'd rather put them in. It makes no sense. Left back, again, picks himself, Kieran Tierney. Good player, in my opinion, should be captain. Not that would change a massive amount. Don't get me wrong. Changing him to captain wouldn't change a lot, other than the fact that Aubameyang is not a captain and he should be stripped of the captaincy because he's just not a captain. Not that he's done anything wrong, he's just not a captain. Kieran Tierney picks himself. Let's be real, you're not going to pick Kalazar crap because he's absolutely dog shit, and we couldn't even give him away back to his old club in the end, could we? We couldn't even give him away to Schalke. They didn't even want him. Going to be a big test for us because this man is suspended now for 3 games against Everton away tomorrow, Chelsea game at home, and then the Brighton game. So he's out to the end of the year. I think he's playing a cup game against Man City, but that's it. So centre-backs then. I'm going to go for Pablo Mari, and like I've just touched on, it's about time these players started getting a game, getting in a team, and actually showing what they're doing at Arsenal Football Club, because they've been here a long time, and all they've done is got injured. And there's people there saying, he's only had a couple of warm-up games, all this stuff. Fucking bullshit. Either get in a team or fuck off somewhere else because you're injured and sell him. I don't care anymore. It's time for these people to show what they're worth. And my other centre-backs, I'm going for a flat back 4, is somebody else who needs to show his worth. Calum Chambers. Now, when he was in the team last season, he was actually doing really, really fucking well before he got injured. He got injured, was out for a year, and we were absolutely gutted, but he was playing absolutely superb when he did. But again, it's another time where this guy's now 25. He's been at the club a long time, and he hasn't been in the starting lineup consistently. And it's about time he fucking did. And I know Arteta's going to stick with David Luiz, and I don't get it, because why pick a player who's not going to be here next season? Why bother? He's out of contract. You're clearly not going to sign him up. In fact, he actually wants you sacked if you read the reports and you think they're correct. Calum Chambers is starting right back and right centre back, and again, start showing us what you're worth and why you're at the club. Because if not, you can get sold. I don't care anymore. No more players who are getting injured for a year and just getting a new fucking contract and just not playing is just bullshit. Midfield then, In the centre, I'm going to go for... Fuck it. Let's go for Ceballos. Let's be adventurous. This guy owes us a good performance. He was shit last season. After COVID came back and showed actually he's a half-decent player. But then he's gone back to being bang average again. And all he does is kind of spin around and fall over like he did against Southampton. I'm sick of watching this guy spin around and get absolutely fucking nowhere. So I want a big performance from him against Everton. I want him to start. And I want him to start in midfield with this man who deserves a run in the team, in my opinion, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I think he's an absolutely superb player. He needs a run of games, and I'd like to put him right back, but obviously I don't want Bellerin in there. But he deserves a run of games in the team. And again, stop playing people like El Neni, who you know you're going to sell. You might as well put these young guys in and see if they're fucking good enough. If you don't give them a chance, then what's the point? You might as well have sold them to Wolves at the start of the season. But what was we going to get for him? Was it 17 million we're going to get for him? You're not going to play him. We'll fucking sell him then. You know? So that's my centre two. On the wings, right wing, Pepe. Now this guy, for me, has flattered to deceive. All these guys say, no, Pepe's brilliant. He's class. He's fucking set up this many goals. He's scored a few. Bullshit. I'm sorry, but I just don't see the fuss about him. He's been at the club now a year and a half, and he's done absolutely nothing from what I can see. He scored the odd few goals. Okay, fine. He set up a few goals. Fine. But then shouldn't he be doing that for £72 million or at least a forward player? He should be doing that anyway. He's not really been doing that much. The only thing that I'll say for him is that it doesn't seem that he fits into the manager's style of play. But having said that, he needs to do more. I mean, I watched him against Dundalk, who are practically a pub team, and he did absolutely fuck all. Let's be real. Well, he didn't exactly shine, and he should be shining in games like that. That should be like watching Ronaldo play against fucking West Bromwich Albion. You know what I mean? But he doesn't show it, and it's about time he stepped up as well. This man, I'm a massive fan of on the left wing. Saka, absolutely brilliant player. And again, I'm worried for him because he doesn't really seem that he fits Arteta's style of play. Arteta seems to want to copy Guardiola, where he plays the 4-3-3 and pushes him in more centrally. This guy needs to play out wide. I said it before the Southampton game. He pushed him out wide, and look what happened. He came through, took on a couple of players, and set up Aubameyang. Absolutely fucking brilliant play from probably our youngest player on the pitch. This guy, if he's not taking on fullbacks, will put wicked crosses in from the left-hand side. He needs to play out wide, not centrally. And man in the match against Southampton, I thought was brilliant. Up front, Aubameyang, again, I want to see him get another goal. I want to see him push on now and get his shooting boots back on and start scoring some goals. I think one thing this has shown is our over-reliance on Aubameyang to score goals, because once he stopped scoring for a few games, nobody fucking scored. And obviously that's not his fault, but I want to see him crack on now. He's been fucking absent for about 5 or 6 games before Southampton. And yeah, we want to see him crack on now. And like I've said, unless he's not scoring goals, he's not really doing a lot at all. And he needs to be a bit less lazy. But let's see if he can fire on now. And then the last guy I'm going to pick, I said in my other streams, Balogun. This guy deserves his chance. I do not understand why he is not getting a chance. What has Nketiah done to start over this guy? I mean, this guy didn't even get on the bench against Southampton, and I just can't understand that. Every time he's come on, he either scores goals or looks like he's going to score a goal. And again, if we don't, we're going to lose this guy because his contract's out at the end of the summer, and that'll be another young player that Arteta's probably getting rid of. The way we're going with Arteta, he's going to lose Balogun at the end of the season because he's out of contract. He's going to sell Guendouzi. He's exiled Saliba. Saka doesn't fit his style of play. I think there's Ainsley Maitland-Niles doesn't get a game. So we're potentially losing those 5 guys in the summer if Arteta isn't sacked or he doesn't change his style of play or they don't get a regular run in the team. Even Martinelli, in fact, that's 6. So Martinelli, do you remember he came on against Chelsea last January, scored that brilliant goal and was just fucking benched till he got injured. I don't get it. I don't get what these guys have got to do to get a game and get a start a game. Some people say he's arrogant, and that is because they're the Emery's players. But I mean, you can't transfer in 25 players that are all yours, mate. You need to play some of them. Smash the likes up, guys. Share the content around. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what your score predictions are, what your lineups would be, if you agree with that or not. And if anyone late joining the stream, remember. Okay, going to read out some of your comments, and then just going to go on to that. A couple of players that we've been linked with. One who's definitely joining in January. So my score prediction, like I said earlier, mate, is going to be 3-1 to Everton. Unfortunately, like I say, I do not want to see Bellerin fucking start. And I want to see us go up there and, be like the old Arsenal, actually take the game to them, be dominant, be on the front foot. None of this fucking sitting back bullshit. I fucking hate it. What's our D lineup? Just been through that. They're without Allen and James. If Bellerin don't play, we stand a tiny change. Yeah, this is it, mate. Like I said, Bellerin is fucking dog shit to the point where he's not even a good footballer, and rival managers target our right back position because they know he's just going to go flying up there and he's crap at defence. You saw it at Spurs. Did it every time, mate. They deliberately targeted him, and not just them, other teams as well. I've heard Allen is injured. I think he got hurt in a tackle in the last game, someone said. So I do believe that Allen's not playing. I don't know about James Rodriguez. Leave in the comments, mate, if you know if they're definitely out or how long they're out for. But I do believe Allen is out. But yeah, let's hope that Bellerin doesn't fucking play. Cool, mate. I love transfer news as well, mate. I tell you what, right? I'm a big fucking kid when it comes to transfers. Like, I absolutely love it. Even if it's bullshit, even if it's just like paper talk, like, I just fucking love it, and I love talking about it. I love thinking, would you take this guy? Like, would you think of him? Have you seen him play? Is he any good? Would he fit in? Like, would you buy him? I fucking love it. It's like Championship Manager when it first came out. It was fucking brilliant. I was impressed with Maitland-Niles v Southampton. No, mate, but to be fair, mate, would you be any good if you were in and out of the team every week? You were either not playing, or when you was playing, you was put in a different position. When he comes in, he's been put in right back, left wing back, and fucking centre midfield. And that's when he does get in a team. It's ridiculous. He's got more regular appearances for fucking England. It makes no sense. And let's be real, if it wasn't for the fact that he got that England call up at the start of the season, we would have sold him to Wolves. Another player would have fucking lost. Much better than fucking Bellerin. Isn't a double yellow only one game? Yeah, that's right, mate. So that's why Bellerin's only out for one game, which he served against Southampton. I do like the way now that what they do is if you miss one game or 3 games, it's a next game. None of this fucking bullshit where Man United used to fucking manipulate it by putting in a fucking challenging the sending off, whatever, and then he missed he still played for the next 2 games. All that bullshit. But yeah, you're right, mate. Yellow card is just one game. Marie plays under 23 game tonight, so unfortunately he won't play. Sounds like right, mate. I mean, I don't understand, mate. How many warm-up games does he need? He played in the Europa League against Dundalk, yeah. He played in the Europa League against Mulder. I mean, when did we play that? Was that 2-3 weeks ago? So bearing in mind he's had fitness to build him up to those games, and he played the 4 games, I believe, against Mulder and Dundalk. And even Dundalk now was over a week ago, so like a week and a half. So how long does it take for him to get back into the... I don't understand why these players need so long and so many games to get back to full fitness. I just don't understand. I know he's been out a long time, but fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I just don't get it. Chambers scored today in the under-23s. Wicked. I mean, you think he scored... Didn't he score against Southampton and got ruled out? Or was that the game before? I think it might have been Burnley or something like that he came on. But yeah, there you go, mate. So they're straight away they're not going to play. So we're going to have David Luiz and Rob Holding. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Spinning ballerina. Yeah, that's the bias all over, mate. And one thing I would say as well, right, is Ainsley Maitland-Niles playing right back against Southampton. Did you notice that because he wasn't out of position all the time, Rob Holding was having to come across every time he was out of position. So then obviously when Bellerin goes up and Rob Holding has to come across, it then Rob Holding looks shit. But he didn't have to do that because Ainsley Maitland-Niles wasn't fucking leaving him completely exposed every 5 minutes. I would sell Pepe. I agree, mate. I'd fucking sell Pepe. It's, I think in a different style of play, it would work better. But he clearly doesn't fit Arteta's style of play. And one thing I hate, I'll give him credit for as well, is that I don't like to see him on the right-hand side. I don't like this inverted wingers. It's bullshit. You're wasting him on the right wing, just for him to cut in and curl a left-footed shot into the corner. How often does he do that? Well, hardly ever. He scored a few goals doing it, but that's it in a year and a half. he's wasted, mate. And you can see it. Like, the defenders know what he's going to do. They show him down the right wing, knowing full well he's going to cut in. As soon as he cuts in, they tackle him every fucking time. It's a waste of time. Put him on the left-hand side because he's left-footed. And let's just see him run down the wing and put some crosses in and see if he's any good. If not, sell him. But in my opinion, he's wasted on the right. I want to see Balogun, man. Yeah, me too, mate. I want to see what he can do. And if he doesn't get enough more appearances, mate, he's going to be walking out the club for free at the end of the season. In January, I believe he can talk to other clubs as well. So, I mean, what would you do if you're Balogun? Would you stick around or would you just leave? Because Nketiah can't fucking score, and he's starting games, and Balogun can't even get on the bench. I mean, I don't get it. I generally don't get it. So Balogun scored a goal for him. There you go, another goal. And another player you know who's not going to fucking play because he played for the under-23s. There you go. Yeah, cool. You're going for a 4-2-3-1. Cool. Leno, Cedric, Saliba. Saliba can't play, mate. He's not in the squad, I don't think. So I don't think he can play. Marie, Tierney, Ceballos, Maitland-Niles, Pepe, Smith-Rowe, Saka, Aubameyang. Yeah, cool. Do you know what? Actually, I forget about Smith-Rowe. For me, I'd play him on the bench or start him on the bench. For me, the jury's out for him in terms of I haven't seen enough of him to really, form an opinion. It's all right saying, yeah, he's a good player, he's a good young player, but I haven't seen enough of him. And he even needs to, I think like a lot of them, like Willock, Nelson, all these guys, for me at the moment, Nketiah, they're not good enough. They need to either go out on loan or be sold. They're not good enough to start. I mean, Nketiah was on the bench for Leeds in the Championship last season and couldn't start. So how's he good enough to start for Arsenal? Makes no sense, mate. Makes no fucking sense. Simpy, you're Ross. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, bruv. Cool. Keep the comments coming in, guys. Again, subscribe if you're new. Share the content around and hit the notifications bell. And that's going to bring me on to some transfer news to show you guys. We are linked with 2 players. Don't get too excited just yet. You probably haven't heard of them. So the first guy I'm going to start with is this guy, Omar Reki. I think that's how it's pronounced. So this guy is an 18-year-old centre-back who plays for Hertha Berlin. Apparently the deal has been done, and it was part of the deal that took Guendouzi on loan to Hertha Berlin. However, we couldn't complete the paperwork in time. So he's going to join us. This is practically official that he is going to join us in January. This guy was on Manchester City's books, which is how Arteta knows him. And he's also had time at PSV Eindhoven and Marseille. Now, one of the things I'd say about that is, if he's had so many clubs already and he's only 18, is he really good enough? Or has he just slipped through the net? I don't know. But I remember Per Mertesacker coming out and saying that they wanted to boost the under-23s, like our reserve team. And in fairness, right, this is one thing I'll actually say is right about Arsenal. We've neglected that for a long time. Yes, we've had these guys come through like Saka, Willock, Nelson, all that kind of stuff. But you look at Chelsea's youth setup and Man City's, it's relentless. They buy these young guys from around Europe, around the world. They go into their under-23s, they go out on loan, they've got 50 players on loan, and they even make it. And if they don't make it, they're still good players. They still sell them for a fortune. Obviously, now and again, even they get it wrong, like Sancho. Man City let him go. But, it's difficult to tell at that age if they're any good or not. But this guy is going to join us, and he even put on his own Instagram page, I think yesterday, that he'd landed in London, which I even put up on my Instagram page. So go check that out if you haven't already. So I believe this is going to happen in January. I believe he is going to be ready for under 23s because he's only 18. And he'll either stay there or get loaned out. But this guy is apparently going to join us. Again, guys, let me know what you think of that sign-in. If he's any good or not. Let me put up his stats here. Obviously, he's only a centre-back, so he's not got loads of goals. Let me just take this banner off a second. Okay, I'll take that off. Right, so that's his stats for this season. He's played 8 matches for Hertha Berlin. He scored 1 goal and he's got 4 yellow cards. Not really much you can sort of read into that, really. It is what it is. He's a centre-back, but he scored a goal. He's got a few yellow cards. Sounds like an Arsenal player, doesn't he? All he needs to do now is get injured for a season. He'll definitely be one of us type of players. Smash the likes up, guys, if you haven't already. And moving on to the other bit of transfer news for today is this guy. This guy's name is Abdallah Sima. He plays, easy for me to say, right? He plays for Slavia Prague in the Czech Republic, I think we played earlier in the Europa League. This guy's 19 and he's been dubbed, if you'll believe this, the next Thierry Henry. I don't know what to make of that. I've heard so many people. Martial for fucking Man United was dubbed the next Thierry Henry, and he's not even fit to lace his boots. So I don't know. But he's 19 years old. He's a forward, and I'll bring some of his stats up right now. And he's got some pretty good stats, to be fair. So this season in the Europa League, he's in 6 matches he scored 3 goals, which isn't bad. Again, the opposition isn't that great. Let's be real. In the league, he's played 6 matches and scored 6 goals, which is pretty good, actually. So in 12 games, he scored 9 goals. Again, the only thing I'd say about the goals he scored in the Czech league is that it's not exactly the most the hardest league in the world, and Slavia Prague are one of the better teams in it. So, but still, he can only do what he can do, and apparently he's quite a hot prospect, and apparently Juventus are looking at him as well. So that's the transfer news, guys. Let me know what you think about that. Josh, how much for Sima? Do you know what? I don't know, actually. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can dig this out. I mean, his goal record is pretty good. It says Arsenal monitoring the progress of 20 years old Senegalese winger. He's a winger. Abdallah Sima, who plays for Czech Republic club Slavia Prague. Italian champions Juventus are also said to be interested in a player who has been dubbed the new Thierry Henry. I don't know how much it's for. It doesn't say about a release clause or anything like that. And that's all I can sort of say about it. It's got on here £50 million price tag. Well, that's bullshit. We're not going to pay 50. No one's going to pay £50 million for a 19-year-old. So that's not happening. But there is on my last other stream, I don't know if you saw it, I did some transfer news with Albert the other day. Big up Albert JTV. If you don't know him yet, go subscribe to his channel. I'll see if I still got the photo up here. We went through some transfer news last night. Let me see. It's still up there. Fuck, I got rid of it. Never mind. But so Fabio Vieira is a Porto player, 20 years old, and he has a £27 million release clause. Now, apparently Arsenal are looking at him. He's a central attacking midfielder. And I can't remember what his stats were. Oh, hold on, here he is. This guy, Pablo Vieira. So we linked with him for £27 million. That's his release clause for Porto. He's only 20 years old. But again, is this guy the answer to our problems? I mean, obviously I've not seen him play, but I wouldn't have thought so. What are the chances of this 20-year-old guy coming to Arsenal and hitting the ground running in the Premier League? Doubtful, I'd have thought. What's his stats? Here we go. Let me just take that comment off and I'll read that stat. Just his stats. So Pablo Vieira, as you can see, last 2 seasons, 8 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. This season, 7 matches, no goals, no assists. And in the Champions League, he scored 1 goal in 4 matches for Porto in the Champions League. Again, I don't think this is what we need. We need players who are ready now. None of this bullshit where we're waiting around for players and wait for 3 or 4 years to get good enough. And as soon as he does, he either wants to fuck off to another Premier League team because we're free to team. Let's be real at the moment. Or Juventus or Barcelona will come in for him, or he'll run down his contract and he'll fuck off somewhere else. I want a player who's ready-made, ready to walk into the team, someone who's good enough. So anyone like Eriksen, Isco, who's the other ones we were talking about? Let's see who else we got up here. Awar, Zoboslai, I believe, has joined Leipzig now for 25 million euros. Which I'm a bit gutted about, but at the same time, again, he's not the answer. I mean, Zoboslai at 20 years old is not going to change Arsenal. Let's be real. We need more than 1 player in January. We need at least 2 creative midfielders. One's not going to be enough. Awar's again linked. I can't see that happening in January. And Isco's been linked also. £20 million, which I think is a bargain. If we can get him in, we definitely should. Apparently, he's available, like I said, for £20 million. And his stats are pretty decent if you look over the years. I remember him playing for Malaga. The guy was pretty fucking phenomenal. But again, guys, let me know what you think we need. And the only other thing that the report for the transfer news is Lucas Torreira looks like he's back on his way to Arsenal in January. So he joined Atletico Madrid on loan at the start of the season. Diego Simeone has said that he hasn't met the required standards, which isn't a surprise, to be fair. And what I like about Simeone is he's ruthless, and that's what you need at the top level. He's analysed him in 9 games, 2 starting appearances. He's not good enough, and he's sending packing back to Arsenal in January, apparently. One good news is that we could potentially use him, especially as Partey's injured. But we'll see. Again, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Smash the likes up. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notifications bell. I'm going to read up a few more of your comments before I wrap it up. Any award updates, mate? So just what I kind of touched on there. If you haven't seen my stream from last night, go and see that. Me and Albert did like a whole stream on like the transfer targets for yesterday. He is, well, we know he's kind of available for 45 million euros, which is about 40 million pounds. Unfortunately, PSG have apparently agreed personal terms with him, or allegedly. Now, if that's the case, kiss goodbye to Aouar. And this is something I said in the summer. People are going, oh, get Partey and then go in the summer and get Aouar. Well, what makes you think he's just going to be sat there waiting for us? He's not going to just hang around waiting for us. There'll be other clubs who'll see him and go, oh, yeah, he's a good player. We'll fucking buy him. You need to get all these players in when you've got a chance. Partey and Gabriel were both good signings. However, it's not enough. The next transfer window in the summer, we need to go out and get every single fucking player we need. Not wait till another window, drag it on another year, get all the fucking players you need. Chelsea did that. Chelsea went and got Werner, Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, and Sarr. Well, why can't we do that? And they're looking to buy Declan Rice. Well, why aren't we doing that? Man City just go out and go bang, just go out and get the fucking players. And that's what we need to do if we're really ever going to compete again. Fabio is amazing. Have you seen him, mate? Let me know if you've seen him. And is that on YouTube? Because I remember Sonogo looking good on YouTube. I remember seeing Ryo Miyachi. Do you remember the Japanese young player on YouTube that somebody sent me when we first signed him? And look what happened to that, mate. We need ready-made players, mate. Players who are ready for right here, right now. I've seen his compilation videos. Yeah, but on what? On YouTube? Because like I said, mate, if it's on YouTube, fucking Nicholas Bentner will look good on YouTube. Doesn't mean anything. Do you think Luiz and Willian want Arteta out? I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one, really, because Willian's been here 5 minutes, let's be real, and Arteta signed him. Now, to be here for such a short period of time and want him out doesn't make much sense, especially when you sign for him. And if he does, I think the guy's a fucking prick, to be quite honest with you. The guy's been here 5 minutes. He's played shockingly and wants the manager out. Well, you signed for him. If he'd have been like fucking Alexis Sanchez when he first came, I'd be like, okay, fair play. You know what I mean? But he's been dog shit since he signed for Arsenal. So apart from his first game where he set up like 3 assists, I think the Chelsea fans used to say like he'd use up his good game token like once every 3 months. He'd have one good game and you wouldn't see him again for the rest of the 2 or 3 months. I don't know if that's true or not, mate. I don't know. He's still picking them though. They were on the bench, weren't they, yesterday? And Luiz came on once Gabriel got sent off, but we'll see. I think we'll probably get Isco. I don't know, mate. The problem with Arsenal is, mate, they like to draw these things out. I would take him. I'd fucking take Ronald McDonald at the moment. I'll be quite honest with you. Just get some fucking quality players in. Eriksen's sitting there for £12 million. £12 million in his Premier League proven. His stats, I put them up in like previous streams. Go check it out. In the last 2 years for Spurs, I think he got 8 goals and 12 assists, and then 10 goals and 10 assists in the last 2 seasons. That's fucking awesome. And he sat there for £12 million. He's only 28, which is his like peak years. If it went wrong, mate, we could get £12 million for him. So to me, it's a no-brainer. But again, him on his own, that's not enough. We need to go out and get like Isco and fucking Eriksen. And even then, it's only £32 million, man. Why is that a problem for Arsenal Football Club? We've got over £200 million in the bank. It shouldn't be a problem. Go out and just get the fucking players. I play Toure and Partey together instead of El Neni and Xhaka, mate. Yeah, completely agree, mate. Obviously, Partey will play when he gets back from injury. Let's hope it's not a fucking all-season injury. I can't be doing with all these injuries. It's fucking driving me insane. Xhaka, I genuinely hope he never wears an Arsenal shirt again. He is fucking shit. And supporters who still think Xhaka should be in the team are fucking blind. I'm sorry. He's fucking shit. He's a prick. He costs us games. He doesn't care. He doesn't apologise. He gives away fucking penalties. He doesn't track runners. He doesn't score goals. The guy's a fucking liability. But yeah, if Partey could get fit in for January and we do get Toure back, I agree, mate. I played them both centrally in centre midfield. It's better than playing El Neni and fucking Granit Xhaka, definitely. Toure, Partey, and Isco sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. Again, though, I still think we need more players than that. I want at least two creative midfielders. So it'd have to be like Isco and Eriksen, or if Szoboszlai's gone to Leipzig now, who else was there? I don't know, but I want someone else as well. One player is not going to be enough to solve our problems. I can tell that now. And even if we've got Szoboszlai, which isn't happening now, that's not enough. You're relying on a 20-year-old guy who plays in the fucking Austrian league to come and turn our season around. I don't think so. Would you take Eriksen, mate? Yeah, in a heartbeat, mate. Like I just said, any of those guys I'd fucking take. Eriksen, Isco, Szoboszlai, Aouar, any of those guys I would take. I know a lot of people said about Aouar he's not as creative and goal scoring as people said, but actually when I put his stats up, he was pretty good actually. In fact, I've still got his stats here. Let's put these up. So these are Aouar's stats. Let me just take that comment off. Now, bearing in mind, this guy's 22 years old, okay? So this season, in 9 matches, he scored 2 goals and 2 assists. That doesn't include Champions League, all right? This is just his record for the French league. Last season, 3 goals, 4 assists. The season before, 7 goals, 7 assists. And the season before that, 6 goals and 5 assists. Now, bearing in mind, if he's 22 there, then he's 21, 20, and 19 doing all this sort of stuff. So from 18 to 22, he scored all those goals and assists, which actually isn't too bad. And I know it's the French league, but obviously you can only play against who he's playing against. But tell me what you guys think. I think that's pretty decent, to be fair. So yeah, I would fucking take him. And that's at 22. So you're thinking if he's going to get, if we signed him, he's going to get 23, 24. Hopefully those stats would improve as well. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. Again, for anybody who's new, hasn't subscribed to the channel, and until next time, guys, have a good evening, and I'll see one more comment. Wouldn't be shocked if we got no one in January, mate. This is it, mate. This is it, right? I wouldn't be shocked. We'll be back to the old no one's available in January thing, wouldn't we? But every other club can sign players in January. This will make me laugh, right? This is going to be quite an interesting January, actually. It's a good point you make there, because in January's gone past, they've always said no one's available in January, right? Okay. But this January, we badly need at least 1 or 2 creative midfielders. So if we go out and sign 2 creative midfielders, well, clearly there's people available in January. We've just been bullshitted yet again. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see what people say or what happens, really. That's it for the day, guys. Have a great evening. And there'll be another stream late tomorrow night. I'm going to do a late stream because I've got my son for the Christmas holidays. So I can't stream until about 10 o'clock at night. So I'm going to do a 10 o'clock stream every single night for the next week, okay? So make sure you tune in for that. Again, I'll preload it down on Instagram and stuff like that. But tune in at 10 o'clock every night. Again, share the content around, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Put the notifications bell on. Until then, guys, laters, and I'll see you next tomorrow at 10 o'clock.